Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today we have a really inspiring conversation with Astghik from Armenia. She is an ACL teacher, and also she is a passionate advocate for youth and empowerment and education. And also she has not only pursued her dream of teaching English, but also had the incredible opportunity to teach Armenian to people from 19 different countries through the Kectil program. And you can also find the recording of these classes on our YouTube channel and also try to learn together with us a new language. And if you will have questions, you can always leave some comments below the videos on our YouTube channel, and we will back to you with all of the answers, and will help you with the all of the learning process that you will need. So yeah, let's start our interview, and in this interview, we will dive into her journey as an educator and her experience with the Kectil program and her commitment to empowering others through knowledge. So thank you very much one more time, Astghik, for being today with us. I'm apologies in advance if I'm not great pronounce your name. I know that it's a really special name from Armenia. And yeah, thank you very much for being with us today. And could you please tell us a bit more about your journey, about your experience, and share some interesting facts with us about you?
Yes, dear Alexandra. Hello, everyone, once again, and thank you very much for inviting me to the interview. And I really appreciate this opportunity to share more about my background and experiences. I'm Astghik, and my name means little star. So if it's a bit difficult to pronounce, you can just call me like that. I was grown up in Gyumri in Armenia. Gyumri is the second largest city in Armenia, and it often is described as an open air museum. And I can proudly say that it's also known as the cultural capital of Armenia. So once you visit Armenia, you're always welcome here. And growing up here, I came to understand both its strengths and challenges, especially when it comes to opportunities for young people. So when I had the chance to move to the capital for higher education, I decided to stay here in Gyumri, and I wanted to study here to deepen my knowledge and then use that knowledge to help my hometown grow and improve. So in one word, over time, my aspirations became closely tied to the future of Gyumri. And from now then, I see how much potential this city has, and I'm very confident that I can do a lot to make a positive difference here. And so that I have chosen the path of educator to help my community grow. And I like to combine my work with volunteering and with attending different amazing programs such as the Kectil program.
Thank you very much for sharing this great journey with us, because you are really incredible, and that's really fantastic that you're doing such a lot of work for your hometown, and you're trying to be a really great leader. Not trying, you are a great leader for your hometown, and that's really appreciated. And you already answered for my answer. Another question, I just think. Thinking what another question I need to ask you, and I'm just reminding the biography that I learned before preparing to this interview, and one of the things that come to my mind is that you had opportunity to study abroad, as far as I know, in Spain, and as part of an exchange program. And can you please tell us about the experience and how it did broaden your perspective, how it was impactful, impacting your future and your life?
Yes, dear. So studying in Spain was one of my biggest achievements because I had always dreamed of studying abroad, as I could see the many benefits it would bring to me and also to the community. My time in Spain helped me grow both personally and professionally, like from having no chance but to speak English to learning how to make traditional Armenian kata. So every experience taught me something new. Studying in Valladolid was a transformative experience which broadened my perspectives. It surely improved my language skills, but also I learned a lot about Spanish culture and not only Spanish, because I had the chance to connect with many individuals from different countries. I learned a lot about their countries, their culture, and it helped me make friends around the world and create lasting bonds for what I'm really very grateful for. This experience didn't just impact me personally, but also inspired me to help my friends back home. I guided many of them through the process of applying for the scholarships, encouraged them to take those chances and explore new opportunities just as I had. So through this, I was able to share the knowledge and perspectives, experience I gained in Spain with others, which is the most rewarding aspect for me.
Thank you very much for sharing. You just remind me, my first experience studying abroad. It was, oh my God, I guess it was 7 years ago. And yeah, I learned as well quite a lot of things. And it's really nice that you can use this experience for your work, for your daily life. And, you know, this exchange program that young people are able to get chance to being a part of that's really impactful things on their lives. They learn a lot, they getting a lot of experience, and of course they expand their network. And one of the, I guess, greatest thing it is network in this exchange programs, and the Kectil program is one of the programs that also bring us quite a lot of opportunities for meet people from around the world. And I'm just would like to move on to another part of our discussion. It is the Kectil program, and how did you first heard about the Kectil program, and what made you decide to apply to this program?
Yeah, I first heard about the Kectil program from one of my dearest friend, Kohari, and I talked to her a lot about the program. She shared all the benefits that the program would offer for me, and her encouragement played really a big role in my decision to apply. So from now then, I am truly grateful to her for that.
Great, great. Yeah, Gohar is doing quite a lot of great thing for Armenian people, for her community, and that's really nice to hear that she brought to the Kectil program really, really greatest young leaders from Armenia. And can you tell us more about your experience teaching Armenian language to 20 people from 19 different countries through the Kectil program, through the Kectil Armenia Center? How it was, what was the big challenge for you during this teaching experience, and what you maybe learned for yourself for your future? Could you please share with us a bit about this part of your working?
Yeah, I'd like to mention that it was my very first experience teaching so many individuals from different parts of the world, and it felt like a bit a huge. Let me say a huge responsibility because I was representing my country and I was kind of ambassador of my country. But however, like I had the dream to teach my country, so I was highly motivated. I started to carefully select engaging materials and developed creative teaching methods and also planned the lessons to ensure my students could reach the possible highest level. And of course, thanks to their enthusiasm and dedication, we had an amazing course together. It's really very rewarding. It was challenging at first, but from day to day, it became more and more interesting, and we started to support each other. My students supported me, and I supported them to learn our beautiful language.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. And another question that I would like to ask you is about what insights or skills did you gain from the Kectil program that you now are able to apply in your work, in your career, in the thing that you are doing?
Yes, through the Kectil program, I developed my communication skills. Also, I learned valuable teaching materials because the materials we studied through the program are really very valuable, and some of them I started to use in my teaching experience. And also, certainly, I improved my English. The program also helped me to enhance my ability to engage and motivate students from diverse backgrounds, adapting my lessons to meet their unique learning styles. Additionally, I gained a deeper understanding of how to foster a collaborative learning environment and encourage active participation. So I think those are the most important skills that now that I have learned through the program, and now I apply in my work as an English language teacher.
That's really great. When you getting something really valuable from Kectil program or another program that you're participating, that's I get this really makes sense in the future, your development, in your success, and what the most enjoyable, memorable thing that you remember from participation in the Kectil program, and what aspect of the program had the biggest impact on your life?
Yeah, to be honest, I enjoyed each aspect of the program because it's really a diverse program and it has a lot of benefits that a youngster like me can take of it. It offered a fresh and engaging approach in learning, making the entire experience both interesting and enriching. What had the biggest impact on me was the opportunity to connect with so many individuals from different cultures and backgrounds. It not only broadened my perspective, but also strengthened my passion for education and also cultural exchange. What makes the experience even more interesting was the way we approach the assignments. So the platform, it's a platform that not only encourages us to speak up, but also pushes us to dive deep into research. For example, I often discover facts that I had no idea about, honestly. It broadened my understanding and awareness of global and local issues. The assignments always challenged us to stay informed what's happening around us and what's happening in our countries, own countries, and in the whole world. So we also had the chance to learn our peer colleagues' assignments, and which were very interesting because we had the chance to comment on each other's assignments and had the chance to uh, deepen our understanding and learn even more this time together. We could have a chance to have deep discussions, and even we started to discuss in our private chats and started to discover new and new things together. So I think it's really rewarding, and not every day we have this chance.
Thank you very much for sharing. And you also mentioned that some of the aspects of the Kectil program you like give you a lot of insight that you also are able to use some materials, some strategies in your teaching approach. So, what are some of the challenges you encourage as a teacher right now, and how do you overcome them, or maybe some challenges you faced? Maybe a few years ago or a few months ago that also right now it's much easier you to do your work better and better each day.
Yes, as a teacher, I can say that the most challenging part is when you start teach a student who does not know why he or she learns the language. When a student has a goal and he knows why this language is needed for him, it's way much easier to teach them. But when they have no goal, it becomes rather difficult for a teacher to teach them. And how Kectil helped me in this is due to the assignments and the research we did, we had a goal to understand the topic, to understand the problem, to find solutions for them. So we kind of, each time we kind of put smaller goals ahead of us, and we started to keep us push forward to understand the possible solutions for them. So gained this skill. From now then, I could overcome that very challenge in an easier way than I tried to do in past.
Oh, great. And again, you answer to my next question that I was preparing for you in your answer. But by the way, I have a question related to Armenian language, because I talk with different Armenian people, young people especially, and quite a lot of them they would like to share with other countries, with other people as much as possible their like Armenian language, and just to show importance of Armenian language. That's really appreciated because not all people from other countries they value their own language, their own culture that they have. So, what do you think makes your native language important to share with others, like you did through the Kectil program already?
Yes, I find that language is a powerful tool to understand a nation's identity. So, teaching others my mother tongue allows them to connect with our rich heritage and culture. It provides an opportunity to explore a country full of beautiful traditions and values. And by sharing the Armenian language, we can build meaningful connections not only on personal level but also in broader contexts such as political and cultural exchanges. So learning a country's language helps you discover and explore that very country with its unique identity.
Thank you very much for sharing. I believe that more young people, after watching our interview, they will think in such way like you about languages, about especially about their native language. And also, it's a really important thing right now, especially for me, to talk about languages because I am from Ukraine, and due to war in my country, language topic it's quite difficult to discussion even inside country as we have a bit divided community into languages and right now it's hot topic for everyone to understand who is real Ukrainian, who is not real Ukrainian, and that's the things dividing by language, especially by language, because it's really important right now due to the wartime that we face. And that's really great that you're bringing on the table such such topic of discussion. I guess it's our first interview on YouTube channel where we can discuss about languages. It seems like simple topic, simple discussion, but if we dive into this topic, it's quite, complex thing for understanding the culture of different countries, the way of people thinking, and the way of developing other countries as well. So thank you very much for being today with us, for sharing your thoughts, your knowledge, your experience with us. It's really valuable, I guess, for everyone who's watching us today. And right now, I would like to move to another topic of discussion with you. I remember in your bio, you mentioned that you are also a young European ambassador and you worked to raise awareness of opportunities for youth. What role do you think youth can play in shaping the future of their communities and countries?
Yes, in general, youth can bring fresh, innovative ideas that challenge traditional and outdated methods. They have the energy, they have that very creativity to propose new solutions and dive challenges, which is really very crucial for shaping the future for their communities and countries. By embracing new perspectives, youth can play a key role in transforming societies for the better. So their French mindset can bring new solutions to the problems that couldn't be solved for years, for example. And yet, youth needed to be trust because in case you don't trust your youth, in case the society doesn't trust its youth, it's a bit challenging problem because we should trust youth.
Yeah, that's true. Youth make difference in our world. Thankful to youth, we have revolutions, we have impactful changes in our community, and really impactful law that could bring more better life for the people that living in that or another country. So that's really true. And also, I know that you have really great experience of volunteering. So could you please share any volunteering experience that you have been particularly impactful in your journey? And how has volunteering helped you build a strong network and gain the experience you need to purpose your goals? And yeah, and why is it important for young people to engage in community service and being a volunteer?
At first, I'd like to speak about my very first volunteering experience and express my gratitude to the Gyumri Youth Palace for giving me the opportunity to start my journey both as a volunteer and as a professional, because it's always challenging to begin and finding that first person, that first organization who believes in you and provides the space to grow is incredibly important. And I will always be thankful for the support and trust they gave me in those very early stages. And for the next question, for building like strong network and how it helped me to pursue my goals, I would like to say that volunteering has allowed me to connect with many inspiring individuals, and especially with those who are from my professional field and who are from the fields that interested me and interest me now. I've gained valuable insights and I had the chance to network with them, to learn from them, and I kind of found people whom I could ask my questions and get the answers to the questions that really worried me a lot in different programs and stuff like that, because volunteering is also not about the experience, but it's also about people and friendship you build. It also helps to expand your communication skills, to improve your communication skills, which in future opens a lot of doors for new opportunities and collaborations. And for the next question, like why it's important for youth, right, to
Yes.
volunteer? Yeah. Uh, to simply put, young people will continue living their societies, so helping them and they help them to shape. So volunteering and engaging in community service give them the opportunity to analyze and research the whole problems and challenges, also strengths that their community has, and it will help them to understand what they can do in future, how they can make their society better, and how can make their environment a better place to live in, to work, and to grow. So it's a good way to analyze, to research the community they live in, and understand their future steps.
Thank you very much for sharing it. It's really important to be a volunteer in your life for some of the projects. Of course, all of us need full-time job, but at the same time, never forget about the impact that you can bring to your people, to the environment where you're living, because it's it's never enough to help others to bring better life in their communities, and there are always a lot of opportunities for growth, for success, and bringing something impactful, something sustainable. Yeah, and everyone can do something for others, even if you are doing assisting some kind of small project or a small step, and you're thinking that it's not like big enough. Don't worry, it's big enough for the community where you're living. And also, I would like ask our guest today, how can education, because she is an expert in that field, how can education create a better future for all, and why it's important never stop to learning and growing? We will hear everywhere, I guess, that we need to never stop learning. We need every day learning something. So I want to hear from you. How do you think why it's never enough?
Yes, so my motto for life is that our power is our knowledge. And how can we get knowledge? We get knowledge by learning, by studying. And we just don't need to strictly study one material or information from one field. We need to study a lot of materials from different fields. And in case, I always encourage like this my students as well, in case you don't want to be easily influenced or to get your strengths used by others to make their dreams come true, you need to be very good, very well educated, and you need to invest always in your in education to become a true leader, to become a strong personality who has his own opinion, who can go forward and who can do anything to make his dreams come true. You should always learn new things each day counts. You should learn something new, and also you should never forget to use your knowledge, because just learning is not enough. You need to use it in a practical experience, so learning something new keeps you fresh as well.
Thank you very much for sharing it. And what advice would you give to young people who are considering a career in education, especially those who might be feeling uncertain or discouraged?
Yes, I have thought of this topic a lot, because it was a bit hard for me as well to choose my path. At first, I remember myself as a kid, and I wanted to become a teacher because I liked playing with chalks and pretending myself doing different tasks and stuff like that. But later on, I thought that teaching is not my path. And once I decided to get my degree, the university I wanted to enter announced that there wasn't my desired degree for that year. So, after a long talk and conversation with my English teacher and my family, I decided to give education a try. And so I could find my way. And as much as I had tried to um, redirect my path, life kind of guided me to teaching and made me be persuaded that teaching is my calling. So, my advice to young people considering a career in education is to follow both their heart and mind, because it's important to choose a path that you will love and care about, and never be afraid to pursue it. Uh, in case if you feel uncertain and you are in the middle of of the road, never hesitate. Just start over, because it's better to redirect than to continue down a road that you are not passionate about. And I want to encourage them to remember the importance of having three types of hobbies in life. The first one should keep them creative, the second one should keep them in shape, and the third one should help them financially. So this balance will help them thrive both personally and professionally, I hope.
Thank you very much. That's really valuable that you're sharing this. Even I started to think that yeah, it was I guess 7 or 8 years already ago, and I was thinking also to be a teacher at the time, just to choose this path for myself. And yeah, something changed, I guess, at that time, due to the again difficult situation in my country that we have faced. But by the way, when you're talking about teaching, about education, I'm just thinking maybe it's still not so, it's still a good idea. I mean, it's still a good idea back to the teaching. Maybe I will be also valuable person for someone, that I will be able to share some of my knowledge, some of my experience that will be valuable for other. So you really inspired me even today to rethink about education and about teaching other. Thank you very much for that. And we almost moving to the finalization of our interview. And there's just two questions that I would like to ask you in the end. First one, it is for those who are watching today, who might be considering applying for the Kectil program or another program like Kectil, and starting their education journey as well. What would you say to inspire and encourage them?
I would just say that they just need to start. Just start, guys. Don't overthink it. Take that very first step. And remember, if you find it's not the right fit for you, you can always stop. But you can never get back the time you would have spent wondering what could have been. Taking that very first step is the most important part of your journey. So start, and in case you find it's not fit for you, you can stop anytime. But you can never have this time back.
Thank you very much for sharing this.
And
And last question, we have a little tradition with our guest already, who's giving us interview for our YouTube channel. What message would you like to share with our viewers today? Some inspired thought that will help them to go through challenges in their lives, in their careers.
yeah, I'd like to let them know that each rainy day has an ending, and after each rainy day, the sun starts shining even brightly. So don't think that your hard days are countless and they might never end. They have an ending. But those hard days keep you forward, pushing yourself forward, and they are for a great thing, believe me. Not each hardship that you need to get through will lead you to a better place, because after it you become stronger, you become more motivated, and you become kind of unbreakable. So don't worry much, try to smile always, and try to understand that this is just a part of your bright journey. After that very challenge, you will look back and be proud of yourself. So, just for that very feeling, keep pushing yourself forward and never look back, because the bright future is ahead of you.
Thank you very
And
much.
also don't forget to spreading love and showing caring, because the love you spread, it will come back to you. The kindness you give, it will come back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much, Astghik, for sharing your inspiration story with us today, for sharing your lessons, tips, for your dedication to education, youth empowerment, and cultural exchange is truly remarkable. We are excited to see the positive impact you continue to make in your community and beyond. And to all our viewers, thank you for being with us today. If you enjoyed this interview, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Kectil YouTube channel, and also leave your comments below on this video. And we will be answer for all of your comments as soon as possible. And please let us know if you would like to hear more stories from inspiring change makers like Astghik. She will also will have for sure share a lot of stories from her side. We will even I think maybe to record more videos with her, more deeply discuss about teaching challenges, about education challenges in different countries. Why not? So we'll see. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for your time. And yeah, see you in the next episodes.
Thank you, dear Alexandra, for this amazing interview. It was really very inspiring for me to be a part of this journey. And also thank you, the whole Kectil program, to help us make connections around the world and be here today and have a chance to spread our knowledge, experience, and to learn from each other. It's really very remarkable, and I think this will be continued. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.